Crime is up all over the place. What's your take on this?
Crime is up because you have more people.
Right.
Obvious. If you take people away, crime's going to go down. But we, as a city, as the council members, always say that, look, we have the safest city. Yeah, we know we have the safest city.
Mm-hmm.
But is that your number one priority? Because everyone that talked during that town hall meeting all said safety, 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 safety. And then when it came to me, I said, no, not safety. Do I believe we need safety? Absolutely. We've got one of the best safest city around. But is that should be our number one priority? No. The crime that happens in Poway happened. Do I think there could be things done to deter certain crimes? Yeah, better lighting. Instead of having our police officers stay at certain areas at times, maybe travel and do their job more. There's a lot of things that could be done.
If crime is not the number one issue that a lot of other candidates are saying, what is the number one issue? I mean, you talked about, I think I know what your answer is, but tell me, what's the number one thing?
Well, you could probably put it all together in one with the lack of transparency, of honesty, the lack of says right there, the voice, that people aren't getting the voice heard. Water rates, people are upset. They're just spending more money. Inflation's through the roof, and we're spending more money.
Mm-hmm.
Gas prices are high. We're spending more money. If I can't afford my water rate, John, what does the city do?
Cut you off?
No, they give you a red tag.
A red tag.
So they charge you 10% of your late fee. So if you owe $100, we use a lack of number, they add another $10. If they have someone come out and actually put a red tag on, they charge you an extra, I think it's 50 or whatever it may be, for that person to come out.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if I couldn't afford 100, and now you added another 10, and you added another 50, now I can't afford 160, right?
Right.
Now, all of a sudden, they shut you off. They add another shutoff fee. So now how is that person supposed to survive? What happens to senior citizens where they're on fixed income?
Mm-hmm.
What happens to a family that has 4 or 5 kids that are limited income? And again, in California, and you know this, John, we talked about this before, you could make 100,000 plus and still be below the poverty level.
Mm-hmm.
Does the city, do they not see that? Do they not want to help the people that are in need? We can go into the senior center too. And that to me is, a $13 million bust and that whole deal is like, I think that money could have been spent and made helping the seniors.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know. Do we actually have a senior center still?
I'm not sure.
I don't think it is.
I know
think
that
it's called a center, community center. It's not called senior center anymore.
But I think, my understanding is that it's supposed to be co-use. Community center, senior center, one facility. But I'm not privy to the schedule at that building.
Well, from what I've done in my research is that we had X amount of money that we could have had given to us by the state of California prior to knocking down that building. It would have been the old saying where they had a question, millions of dollars falling in our pocket. Actually, it was, I don't know the exact amount, but it was a good amount coming into our pocket prior to us knocking that building down. But instead, they knocked the building down and we lost that grant.
Mm.
So by losing that grant, it's kind of like the old, I've had friends that talk about, they try to get on the list for low income housing. You get on that list, it sometimes takes years before you get that house.
Yeah, for sure.
So it's the same thing with this grant. Once you lose that grant and you want to go back and reapply with the state, you're lucky if you're ever going to get anything back.
Mm.
So who uses, we were supposed to have people up there that are supposed to, and again, they are smart people. I'm not saying they're not, but use a common sense approach. If we lose $400,000, lack of number, by knocking this building down 2 months early, why didn't we wait and say, okay, let's get this, continue to have our grant, go in there and build it, help the seniors, and have a little piggy bank that we can do stuff with the seniors. Rest in peace, my mom and dad, and I've seen a lot of people that contact me and say, Tony, can you find me a place to live? I can't afford, do you have a room for rent? Yeah. You can't do it. The seniors are struggling.
Mm-hmm.
And, they built affordable housing for seniors there, but do you see how quick that filled up?
Oh, yeah. like in instant, right?
Not like across the street.
Right.